I start with this. This is nano organic liquid fertilizer. What I have in my hand here is equal to 4 bags of your conventional fertilizer. What I have here is equal to how many bags? 4 bags. What I have here. It is 2 types. You have this, and then you have this. You have what you call miracle 1 and you have what you call miracle 2. All of them, we didn't Christianize it by calling it miracle. It came from where we brought it from time. They are the ones who named it miracle. And if you look at this one, it's miracle 1. When you apply this effectively on the leaves, your crop or plant gains 95% of the nutrient it requires. How many percent? 95. So the soil texture becomes irrelevant. Thereby we can plant at all times and we can plant anywhere. You have your house full of interlock. Take the sandbag, put sand there. Let this prop up, take this apply on the leaves, you get a maximum produce. You get it. If Nigeria must attempt food security, we must go away from shifting cultivation to all-round farming season. Population is growing. And our farming lands are being encroached on every day because of development. The places that were used before as farm, as garden, all of the majority of them are we have erected houses of them, am I right? So as development come, population grow, development encroaches into our farmlands. But when this soil nutrient is not needed much, by the application of this on the leaves, all of them will do well. They are not struggling for soil nutrients. Now this is soluble. If you add it in water and mix it, there is no how you spread it on the leaves, it will touch the ground. Am I right? Touch the ground. And when it touches the ground, and your plant or crop doesn't depend on absorbing them, what do you think that happens to the soil? It will be adding fertility, adding fertility, adding fertility. Instead of polluting the land, rendering it useless, it will add fertility to the land. Many of us are of the old age, and some of us are young. There was a time a bomb was thrown in Hiroshima and Nagasaki. How many people have heard about that? Yes, you can still go to get it done. After that war, that they dropped a little bomb in Hiroshima and Nagasaki. After that, how many years till now, the World Health Organization has never approved the produce from that land as good for consumption till today. The use of nanotechnology guarantees that when you plant your crop or your plant and it's brought up, you apply it to miracle 1. You apply to which one? It is for quick maturity and stronger stem. Miracle 1 is for quick maturity and stronger stem. Miracle 1. I want you to jot and write, but otherwise, if you have a WhatsApp group, Juma can send the documents to you, you read it out and read. All this I'm telling you, they are written, they are in documents. So It can be forwarded to your WhatsApp. You print it out and read. You can be reading it from there. Or you can go to the YouTube and listening and listening and listening. But it doesn't stop you from also taking a note. So that you wouldn't consider not taking note and then you didn't listen to what I'm saying.
So just to say that the attendance sheet is going on, be sure to put your WhatsApp number in a place we will create a WhatsApp group for this center. Praise God.
Yeah, thank you, sir. That's miracle 1 and 2. Miracle 1 is for what? With maturity and what? Stronger stay. That's miracle 1. And then, if you have inimical soil, you know what I mean by inimical soil? You have challenges like a young man told me that his father had a block industry. And the father owned that block industry for many years. And he used the vast land mass to produce food. And that if you have a block industry, you are holding block there for over 5 years. You are holding block in a particular circle. You know what happened to that soil? Yes, he told me that. So in such places you said they are inimical soil, such places. Or you have your house full of interlock, and then you want to make space. Okay, let me remove some places like this. Oh, but it was an interlock that bring it. No. Now what you do, if you have your maize or your cassava stick, you cut them. Get miracle 1. Get which one? Get about 20 meals. Add it into 20 liters of water. Soak the seed inside it, or soak the stem inside it. Leave it about 40-45 minutes. If it is hard seeds like corn, or some seeds like coconut, or some seeds like they have hard shell, you can leave them overnight. And when you remove it, don't put it under the heavy sun. Put it under a room temperature. Do you know what you have achieved? You know what you have achieved? You have achieved absorption of these nutrients by the seed or stem. When you plant it, it doesn't need the soil texture to germinate or sprout, because the nutrient it requires has already been absorbed. It will just come up. And the moment it comes up, after a week, you discover that all the leaves have come out. You begin to apply this on the leaves. So it will do well. Definitely it will do well. What do you use to apply to their leaves? You can use your knapsack. If you don't have knapsack, you can use improvise. What is improvise? You can take 1 liter of all these drinking cans and they use nail to perforate little the cap. Then when you collect it, that's an improvise. You can use an improvise. If you don't have knapsack. And then if you have knapsack, you use the knapsack for chemical fertilizer. Wash it up to 3 or 4 times. Because this doesn't go with chemical. When I follow up the lectures, when I follow up the activities and presentations that are being done by some of these producers of chemicals, there is a place they put you off. Okay, don't listen very well. They will tell you more of, it will give you bumper habit, it will give you this, it will give you that. But what of the healthiness of the consumer? Of the healthiness, the health condition of the consumer. And some of us, we believe that we can only get medical expertise when we go abroad. we do? What do we do? I have coconut, it flowers and all fall down, it doesn't fruit. I have this, I have that. What do? The same mixture you have, add it, put it in your knapsack or your rice, apply it on the stain, not on the ground. Apply it where? When I explained the meaning of nano, I said it can be a trade. If you spread it on the stem of coconuts, it will still give you the same result as if you were spreading it on the leaves. You know how slippery the body of the stem of coconut is. It will go in. If you plant with nanotechnology, apply it on your palm oil, palm tree. If it produces, it doesn't sediment. Go and find out from any professor, go and find out from any laboratory. Take the two, the sedimentation, take the two and go to laboratory and discover that you have high level of cholesterol content. You want to harvest your tomato, so I apply for the tomato. Oh, I need to put the tomato. Okay, you say, oh, I just try to put the tomatoes, and the children are just going to plug it and eat. It is not harmful. Hello? And I want to summarize on this by saying, if after this lectures and presentation, anybody from anywhere, I always have the scripture, and when I read that, I ask myself, was Paul a human being? Yes, Paul was a human being. What he said in the scriptures, he said it with 100% assurance. A human being, after saying something, and he told the people, if an angel fall from heaven to tell you a different thing of what I've told you now, what do you tell them? Don't believe me. Which means he was 100% assured. Now, in no distant time, how many of you are poultry farmers here? Poultry farmers. Listen, in no distant time, people will come to your poultry pen, your poultry farm, and they pay you for the birds, and they say, slaughter the birds, eat the meat, give me the feather. The feathers are becoming more costly now than the birds. Watch me anywhere, anytime. Feathers. So, in no distant time now, like we do with poultry farmers, if we are taking your poultry pen from your poultry pen, you are taking from your farm, don't throw away. Keep the feathers for us. Yes. Feathers are very useful. You know the Bible said, in the later days, say what will happen? Increase, and it's increasing. It's increasing.
It's what they call the trauma.
Okay.
That are in the eyes or the nose. So on the right arm, we can use glucose syrup. Just
Okay.
because as you find it in Umuahia, and pick up birds at Umuahia. Because of the stress, when you want out when you get to the arrival, the breeder room is already warm. So you have to give them glucose syrup just for energy.
Yeah.
To get them to eat. I'm just talking about conventional.
Sure.
Conventional. Then you put the traucola in the eyes. That's actually a vaccine.
Yeah.
That's actually a vaccine. You look after
That needs to be fascinated.
Yes.
Good.
Because it's usual.
Good.
Then after vaccination, you give them the pellets to be crumbled to pick up. Then you set it them for the day. Then you watch them over a course of 2 weeks to make sure the temperature is calm. Because at that first week, they really can't get in. That's
Cool.
the mother, the sanitary stuff we have in provide heat to them to be able to keep them warm. after 1 week, the body system cannot recognize that.
Do you use drugs?
You can apply the conventional against.
Like how old intervals?
How old do you mean?
The intervals you apply, at what stage you apply drugs, what stage you apply medications?
Conventional, when you're not doing organic.
Yeah, go ahead.
Conventional, when you're not doing organic, you can even apply from the third day. So people do on the first day, but you can apply on the third day, and it lasts for a period of 3 days, sometimes 5 days. So, like broilers are actually pushed with drugs almost all through their lives.
Okay.
That's when you're not doing organic.
You apply Caviva for him. Okay. Another poultry farmer will apply anything what you said. Now let's accept it as a general answer. God bless you, sir.
They give most of them a trochler from the farm, so repeating it is not necessary. You just once you get it, because it has a trochler already, you continue with other routine vaccinations. First of all, you start with your antibiotics, as they just got to the farm after this is talking about the glucose and the rest of them. You now start with antibiotics. From there, you now start the routine vaccination after the 7th day. Then if you give the 7th day, then the next day you give Bulgumboro and Lasota, and then you continue, which you repeat in another 2 weeks and all the rest of them. So you now continue with your multivitamin and all the rest of them. But most of this, you just check most of them. If you check the cartons where you get them, see the ones they're giving them, they actually write it on the cartons. Most of them are vaccinated mostly for most of those things. You don't need them. Thank you.
Can we clap our hands for more life? We work also with so many vet doctors. And then Professor Brad Deniran. Professor Brad Deniran is a foremost professor in the animal kingdom. Let me use that animal kingdom. Let me use the kingdom there, because it's so vast. And he's 82 years old now. Professor Brad Deniran is one of the ones that formed the Poultry Association of Nigeria. They did so many years ago. He's also in this scheme. He's also working with us. The veterinary doctors will make more money, and we, the poultry farmers, will make more money. Our children will eat healthy food and they will be healthy in our own time. If you nurture your bird, I want to ask our brother, let me say, if you nurture your broiler from day one, you brood it, you nurture it to maturity, and it gives you up to 1.8 to 2 kg using nanotechnology. You add the price of the bird, you add the price of the nutrient, you add the price of the feed, and add the price of the charcoal, and everything you have spent. When you make plus minus by using the nanotechnology, you will not exceed 2,000 naira. Production will not exceed what? It is in the range of 1,950 naira for one bed. You understand my explanation? If you bring a day-old bed, the water, you already mix it. You put the beds, you put the water, you put the water before the beds. Do you understand me? Because if you put the beds and put the water, you will drink some of them. Because they are only the one to drink the cluster. And when you put one drinker, before you put the other, they will start eating themselves in one. So that's why the moment you bring them inside the carton there, you leave them, put this water, put it in a drinker, put it, not only one, put enough drinker, you leave them to go in and begin to drink. The moment you let them out of the carton, they go to the building, they will look for where the water is, and they begin to drink. And when they drink for 40 minutes, you can now put feed. Do you understand me? By so doing, you don't need to put glucose on their eyes, and you don't need immunization. By so doing. water before you let the birds go in the drinking for how long? 3 days. After 14 days, you do what? Allow them to be drinking it for 3 days. How many days? 3 days. After they drink it for 3 days, you change. What do you do now? You take 10 grams and put it to 5 liters. You change from what? 10 grams to 10 liters to what? 10 grams to 5 liters. After how many days? 3 days. All the water they will drink will contain the nutrients. Don't give them ordinary water. It will increase their agility. It will increase their level of smartness. And it will make them free from sickness. But as I'm explaining this also, you as the poultry owner, you also have your own role to play by making sure that the temperature regulation of that poultry pen is normal and the cleanliness. Some of us know we have what is called oxidizers. When you begin to allow those poultry physics to drop and then they ferment and the birds begin to eat it, it's an easy way of contacting oxidizers. So make sure that the poultry pen is clean. And I'm going to also teach you how you can have a poultry pen that is odorless. Odorless. If somebody comes inside your compound, he may find it difficult to know, except you have the voice, the noise of the birds.